Okay, so this is what I thought we'd talk about. So the Sunday call is about breakfast, right? And it got me thinking, like, breakfast isn't really the meal that I struggle with. Um, and so it just kind of got me thinking, like, what meals are people struggling with? Like, and how can we come up with some strategies to like prepare better, or, whatever it may be. It's usually prepare better, so that to unstruggle us with whatever meal we're struggling with. And like the meal that I struggle with is lunch. I don't struggle with dinner because I cook dinner every night. And breakfast for me is always, I don't know, it's just easy for me. I don't struggle with breakfast. Lunch, I either like tiptoe around the food, or I snack around the food, or it's like, it's 2 o'clock. I got busy and I'm like, oh my God. And then I just end up having some kind of like crappy snack. And so it's like lunch is the meal that I struggle with. And one thing that when I notice that I'm struggling with it, one thing that I will do is I'll like prep, even though I'm home, even though I don't go anywhere, I will still prep my lunch in a container. So then when I'm like hungry, I'm not doing this, well, what am I going to have? Because when I think, oh, I'm home, I can have whatever I want. It doesn't really work that way. It's like I have to make choices, and I'm like, I could have a sandwich, I could salami, and then I don't do it. I like get this overwhelmed deal. So that's what I thought we'd talk about. Like, what meals do you ladies struggle with? And, or if you have struggled with meals, what is like some advice or a planning tip that you use that might help somebody else?
I'll go because I struggle with breakfast because I can't eat eggs. And I would eat eggs every single day, but I get migraines. So I can't eat eggs, but maybe once a week, sometimes twice a week, but usually I just keep it at like once a week. So breakfast is always been a struggle for me. But for lunch is easy because I always make a salad. So that's my go-to thing, as long as I prep the protein. If I haven't prepped the protein, then that's a whole nother story. But if I know what I'm doing ahead of time, then it's really easy. But breakfast is my problem. Right now I eat yogurt and cottage cheese. That's what got me eating breakfast. And I've added some oatmeal to that. And now I need to add some kind of vegetable to that. But
are you like, for me, it doesn't have to be a breakfast food. Like I could eat steak and potatoes and broccoli for breakfast. Like, I don't care. It doesn't have to be like in the breakfast food category. Do you feel the same way? Are you like, no, it has to be breakfast food?
It has to be breakfast food. It has to be breakfast food. Unless it's pizza.
True.
And I can't eat pizza every day for breakfast.
Yeah, so. Pizza for breakfast once in a while is acceptable. What about like something like sausage? Do you ever eat sausage?
Oh yeah. Yeah, but see, the protein source isn't the problem. Because I've done sausage bowls with like sweet potatoes and butternut squash and Brussels sprouts. But I don't want to eat that every day. And yogurt and cottage cheese, I can eat every day. It doesn't bother me to eat that every day because I can change up the yogurt flavors.
Yeah, no, true. And sometimes I don't have a vegetable for breakfast. Not very often. Sometimes I'll have like cereal, like that Bob's Red Mill, like muesli. If anyone has ever had that, it's really good. And then there's like some kind of local, like grain-free granola that has like coconut shavings and like hazelnuts and like freeze-dried strawberries, which is, I consider more of a fat than a carb because it's grain-free. And so I'll like do the muesli and then the grain-free, that's my fat. And then I'll just do almond milk and I'll do a scoop of like this cinnamon protein powder that I have. And then I won't eat a vegetable, but I do know that I eat plenty of vegetables. Like I'll make up that at dinner or lunch, that I don't worry about it so much. And so getting hung up on a vegetable isn't the end of the world at breakfast if that's stopping you altogether.
No, it doesn't stop me. I had a ton of vegetables for lunch today, Brussels sprouts and cauliflower and carrots. And so I just would rather make them up at lunch and dinner than have them at breakfast.
Yeah, I think that's okay. That's totally okay. Do you ever do protein shakes?
No, I've been buying the Premier protein. And I usually drink one of those after our walks because my husband's decided that he wants to walk 1.5 to 2.5 miles every day.
Oh, wow. Cool.
And so, because his back's feeling better finally after 2 years after back surgery. So I try to save those for after the walk because I'm usually really tired and I need that extra protein for my muscles. And I've noticed that it's really, really helped.
Oh, good.
For feeling less sore later in the evening. So
cool.
But I could do like, because I was talking to Tabby today about that. I could do like a smoothie where I add spinach and protein powder and
that's
oatmeal or whatever to that. So
I also, and this may sound crazy when I tell people this, they're always like, I eat my oatmeal savory sometimes. So I'll just do oatmeal with like ground chicken and broccoli, and then I'll stir it up kind of, but then I'll put like a hot pepper jelly or something on it. So it kind of has that sweet and spicy. I don't know. It's really good. Everyone's like,
it sounds good.
I was literally just thinking about how I could do that. Like people do those overnight oats and I don't want to eat that sweet. It's too sweet. Those overnight, all the stuff you add to it. And I'm like, that doesn't sound good to me in the morning. So I was actually thinking about how could I eat oatmeal savory?
Yeah, it's good.
So what do you do? Ground chicken and what?
I mean, whatever protein I have, but like I prefer, instead of oatmeal, I prefer steel cut oats. And so I'll like make a big batch of that. And so I'll just have it in my fridge. But I like the steel cut oats with any kind of chicken, but I love ground chicken in it for some reason. It just goes good. And then any kind of vegetable. And then I usually will put like a hot pepper jelly or something on it. So it kind of has a little bit of sweet, but not like overkill. But I also love spicy stuff. Actually, I'm going to make some of that. I haven't made oatmeal in a long time. I'm actually going to make that. It's really good.
Interesting. Yeah. Because I am really, really stuck on my piece of Dave's bread in the morning with peanut butter and banana. Excuse me. And I know that that's not Fitme because it's bread, but after that, that's not all I eat. And then I eat my egg whites and, my veggies, sauteed veggies. And I usually put in some Canadian bacon or something. So breakfast is not my problem. I was just thinking if my coach was like, well, do you ever want to try something other than your toast? I was thinking, what sounded good enough to give up my toast?
Yeah.
I love my toast.
Once in a while I have toast too. I love the Dave's raisin filler bread, the raisin the roof. I get the small.
It's delicious.
It's so good. I get the small loaves. I get the small loaf. So I 2 pieces, and then I put a little bit of butter and brewer's yeast on the toast. Don't knock it until you tried it. Nutritional yeast is one of my favorite things. And then I'll put cold spinach, and then I'll put my fried egg on top. Oh my God.
Wow. That's really different.
It's
okay.
So good. And
when you said it raisin the roof, I was picturing raisins and cinnamon.
Yeah.
What? And then you put the brewer's
raisin bread.
Like cheese. Yeah.
It's raisin bread. It's raisin bread. Yeah, it is so good because it's got like this sweet savory thing. It's so good.
Wow. My gosh, Leah. Okay, so you'll have to put that. I'll put the cookie recipe if you put that weird concoction on there.
I will.
Yeah, I want to see that too.
It's so good. I do it probably a couple times a week.
Raquel, you inspired me to walk. I want you to know. I tried to go outside, but you guys were breaking up, so I thought I was losing signal. So now I'm in my dumb garage walking barefoot on a treadmill. But thank you.
I can't walk when I'm
You're welcome. It's 96 degrees here.
Oh. Well, it was like 72 here, and we were like loving life. Anyway, I don't mean to deter off the topic, but that's why I'm all wonky trying to hold my phone while I'm on this thing. Anyway, I don't usually have too many problems prepping. Oh, sorry. I was just going to say I have it kind of, I feel like I kind of have it down, but because we went camping and we came home you know, a day after our normal food prep day, I'm all discombobulated. I'm eating salads that are probably a few days past their due date. So I don't know. I'm kind of scrambling for what to eat this evening because normally I'm on top of my food and I've got it all figured out. So it'll be interesting how I play the rest of this week out.
Yeah, you need to do some shopping, or you need to get an Instacart order.
Well, I did pick up some fresh veggies because I knew we were super low on those. I'm kind of hunting down a protein, but I'll figure it out. Okay, Raquel, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. I've just been doing, so the first week of the month is always my busiest. And Christy had suggested that I do hard-boiled eggs. And at first I was like, they make me gassy. Like they just make me burp and it's not fun, right? So I gave it a try. And I literally burped one time. And that's it. So it has been it's been so easy for me. So I do one whole egg and then 2 egg whites.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm doing, since fruit is so delicious right now. Oh, I didn't even, sorry, my nephew's here. Hold on, please hold, lady.
My go-to when I don't have any protein cooked is eggs. I don't eat eggs all the time, but it's always like such an easy protein.
Yeah, that was my plan. I was thinking I would probably do like breakfast for dinner type deal because I do have the veggies, like I said. I have eggs, of course, egg whites, and I still have like turkey bacon or Canadian bacon or whatever. So I'll probably do that.
Yeah. Eggs are like my go-to whenever I don't have protein, because sometimes any meal, like if my husband's out of town and it's just me and my daughter or something, I don't have any protein cooked. I'm like, I'm not going to cook. I'm just not going to cook of some big production. And so it's like, well, crap, what am I going to do? Well, I'll just do eggs because I always have eggs. But I feel like the protein source, when the protein source isn't prepped, that's when everything comes to a halt. It's kind of like Julie said about lunch. Like if there's no protein prepped, then it's all screwy. So sometimes that's why it's good to have like just like the Costco individual chicken packs or something in the freezer, because those can like literally sit out on the counter for not very long, half an hour maybe, and be thawed. And then that kind of is like in a pinch, saves your butt. So I do like things like that to have in my freezer to help me with my meals when I don't have protein.
Deli ham.
Mm-hmm. Is that your?
Yeah, if I don't have any protein, hopefully we have ham, and
Mm-hmm.
I just ate the rest of it yesterday, so we don't have any more. But but ham, and I always make sure it's nitrate free and all of that stuff. So but it's a lot of sodium.
Yeah, it is. That's why I don't eat ham all the time. I'm a weird sodium person that I like really swell when I eat a lot of sodium, but in a pinch, it's like, it's fine. You know, it's not something we have them for every single meal. Another thing that I always have in my freezer is ground beef, because ground beef really, literally, it thaws in the microwave just fine. Like I have it thawing in my microwave right now. And so literally like in 7 minutes, it's thawed in a pan, voila, tacos in like, 15 minutes or something. So that is always like a pinch protein too for meals.
Yeah, we just had tacos the other day. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do for dinner tonight. We have leftover rotisserie chicken, so we might have leftovers.
Yeah.
Chicken tacos actually sound really good.
They do. We're having tacos.
That's what I'm having for dinner tonight.
You are chicken tacos?
Chicken tacos, yep. So I always keep chicken breasts because I live close to home, or I live close to home. Listen, I can't think and walk and talk at the same time. I can run home for lunch and throw chicken breasts in the crock pot
Oh, that's nice.
And so I'll throw a half a cup of chicken broth and then whatever seasoning I want to use. So like I'll use the powder ranch dip sauce, or yeah. We have another seasoning that we use. It's beer can chicken.
Oh,
And then today I used just taco seasoning, cumin and paprika and garlic, and I throw it in there. And then if my husband gets home first, he'll shred it. And we just have sandwiches, we'll have salad, it's just so easy. So today I tried chicken tacos.
you know what's really good? If anybody remembers Jamie Lind, Natika, you might. Jamie Lynn once told me she uses, it's literally from Safeway. It's like the green salsa verde. It's like the Safeway Select brand. It's so good. And to put that like over your chicken in a crock pot. So good. So easy. That's it. Like you just put the chicken, put the salsa, be done. It's easy and good.
I'll have to try that.
It's good. But I'm
That
more.
sounds delicious, but I'd like to know how you all shred your chicken because I hate doing it.
Oh my God. Okay.
Fork.
I know. I have this really cool Pampered Chef tool. It's like a scissor, but it's got two blades like this. And then it goes like, like a scissor like this, that I just cut it that way. I just cut it. I just like cut it up with this tool. It's so amazing. I also got the shredder that are like two handles, are kind of like salad handles, but that still requires effort. I love this.
It's hard. Sometimes the breasts, they don't shred. I saw someone uses like a beater, the two beaters.
Mixer.
I've seen that.
That's Rachel. Yeah. Rachel put that on the thing, a hand mixer.
I use.
Okay, does it work?
I use the hand mixer and it works amazing. Amazing. It's quick and easy. It's amazing.
Okay, so what's your chicken in? Like a high-walled bowl?
Like right in the crock pot? Do it right in the crock pot.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Or a tall bowl, or I have a specific pot that because I like to use my mixers for my mashed potatoes, and the mixers have kind of ruined the pot. So I only make mashed potatoes in that pot now, but I can use that pot to do it too.
This is what I use. Do you see those?
Move your phone a little bit. There you go.
They're like scissors and they just go down on it. Like it doesn't shred it like perfectly, but it does because it cuts it and then it kind of falls apart.
Yeah.
Amazing. I'm like, they are amazing.
No, I feel like what's wrong with my arm muscles? I can't just use two forks and get it done. It's hard.
Oh, and it's hot as hell.
Yeah.
I have like gloves on. Yeah, I know.
And I end up cutting it into little cubes and I'm like, no, I want it shredded like when you go to the restaurant.
Yeah. That's what an Instapot is good for. Instapot, I don't know. I am off crock pots. I was actually just looking at my crock pot today thinking, I think I'm going to give that away because I just only use the Instapot now.
I'm the exact oppositely. I think I'm gonna give away my Instant Pot. I still love my crock pot.
Me too, Natika. Me
too. I guess I've just gotten a lot less. I feel like everything in the crock pot tastes the same. Every single thing tastes like beef stew or something. It's not like, I don't know. It just takes on the same flavor. And that just drives me crazy. But I also have to be extra prepared for crock pot. Instapot's like, oh shit, shredded chicken in 20 minutes. Right on.
The Instant Pot doesn't make your house smell delicious. The crock pot, the whole house smells amazing.
I know, it does and it doesn't.
I don't know what the hell I did, but that Instant Pot cooked so fast. My brain hadn't even been convinced that it was cooking. So I don't know. As far as meals that I struggle with, it's just snacks for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to have a snack every day. I haven't had a snack in a long time. It's just not something. I don't want to make a mini Fitme meal or whatever it is. I'm not a snacker. So when it's reverse dieting, trying to eat more,
What about
I'd
just
rather eat a bigger meal
Yeah.
than have
I
a
think-
snack.
I think that's acceptable, Natika. I do. As long as you're not feeling like, I think we've had this conversation before. Like, I don't like bigger meals because I just hate that, like, ooh, like kind of like groggy stuffed
Mhm.
feeling I get.
Mhm.
But if you're okay with it, you know, I think that that's totally fine. There's lots of people that eat only 3 meals a day, as long as you're hitting your marks, as long as that it's still realistic to hit your marks. You know, although you could always have just something like a protein shake and an apple, you know, or make it totally simple and not worry too much about like, is this a Fitme snack? You know, like Fitme plate
Mhm.
snack. I love rice cakes.
Me too.
Really? What is that? A carb? I mean, what is it?
It's a carb,
A
girl.
fat?
With like almond butter smeared on top. So good.
I do peanut butter, and sometimes I put a few chocolate chips on there.
Mhm. I do like a rice cake with like almond butter, peanut butter, and also banana slices with honey drizzled on top. But that is also good on
Okay.
raising the roof
So
bread.
that does not sound like a Fit Me snack. That sounds like dessert at that point.
That sounds like fat.
Am I being judgmental? I mean, I thought you were going to say like a rice cake with like deli meat, a little bit of Dijon mustard.
Yeah, that sounds good too. Like, we gotta
Yeah.
enjoy our lives. I don't think that like a drizzle of honey is gonna like send us over the edge. I don't think if we're going over the edge, it's not the drizzle of honey, right? I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
we can't get too crazy here. We like I think that it has all redeeming qualities. Peanut butter is your fat, carb, you got a little banana, you got a little sweet. There's no protein there, but you could have a protein shake. I don't know.
You could do deli meat and vegetable and a piece of fruit for, I mean, if you prepare ahead, you could easily do something like that for a snack.
Mhm. I like a rice cake too, with smashed avocado on it, like not guacamole, but like smashed avocado on it with like a piece of turkey or something like that. I like that too, with mustard. I like any kind of mustard too.
Does a rice cake itself have any taste?
Like I really like the Lindbergh, I think, like the brown rice or the wild rice. They're like lightly salted. I think they're good. They're kind of like a nutty flavor, I would say. Like not strong nuts, but a more nutty flavor.
Yeah, I mean, they have different flavored ones that you could choose from. I just feel like as soon as I like the plain ones too. And Amy Heap, she suggested putting cream cheese and smoked salmon. Oh, and then thinly sliced cucumbers. That's a combo I like.
Yeah, that sounds
Oh,
good.
that sounds, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that.
Like some larapin sauce or something drizzled over it. That would be really good.
What kind of sauce?
Larapins, it's like
Larapin?
do you know what larapins is? It's kind of like it's a mustard. It's a mustard kind of sauce, I would say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you're right, Natika. I mean, the rice cake itself is just kind of like, it's just the vessel that's hanging onto your food, helping you get it in your mouth. And whenever I eat those things plain, I always choke on the small little, I want to call it a fiber, but it's whatever they're made of. It goes
Rice puff.
down my throat. Yeah.
They're like, they have maybe like on average like 15 grams of carbs is kind of what they have.
I eat mine with cottage cheese and red bell peppers.
That sounds good too. I love rice cakes as a vessel. I like that word, Linda. That's perfect.
Yeah. and then Raquel, you could sprinkle that everything but the bagel stuff on that.
Oh yeah.
On your cottage cheese.
Oh,
Or even
yes.
your smashed avocado.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. A
I'm so
modified
glad I'm going to go in
avocado
and eat
toast.
dinner. I'm starving this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dinner time here too.
Okay, ladies.
Well, I know we're starting to wrap up.
Mhm.
Can I say something really quick?
Please do.
Last time we had talked about the reverse dieting, and I was gaining weight, and I was trusting the process, and I just didn't wait till the magic happened. I had a doctor's appointment on Friday, and so even though I had gone up in weight, when I went to the doctor, I had actually lost 5 pounds since I started the reverse diet.
Holy crap.
So I had to share that.
That is awesome. And
Thank you. I had to share that.
That is true on the reverse diet. It's like, don't put before the miracle, because the body actually likes food. The body
That
likes
is
food.
awesome,
That is
Raquel.
so awesome, Raquel.
Thank you.
And on a
Thank you. I
doctor's
just had
scale,
to share.
Like
On a doctor's scale in the afternoon, right? In the afternoon, I had to stand there and I had to do the math. Like, I was like, wait, this plus this, wait. Okay. Okay. I said, did you write that down? Because, you know, I need that in my file.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just wanted to see that, because
No, that is awesome.
you know, it was starting to become discouraging, but, and you know, and it does, the scale fluctuates and stuff, but I just had to wait and, you know,
That's
and
awesome.
that's what my result is.
That is awesome.
So,
That is way awesome. That
So
means your
excited
body's
for you. Awesome.
your body's utilizing the fuel, and that's the whole point of it. Like, that's awesome. Okay, ladies, sorry I didn't post the topic today. I was out of service all day and I forgot to do it this morning. So surprise. So thank you. And I will see you next Wednesday.
Thank you.
have a good one,
Sounds good.
ladies.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.